Hey everyone, welcome back to BioSchool. So in today's session we are going to learn about duplicate dominant gene interaction. It is also known as duplicate dominant epistasis. Both are same. In my previous video where I have discussed what is duplicate recessive gene interaction, and the duplicate recessive gene interaction, it is also called as duplicate recessive epistasis or complementary gene interaction. I will drop the link in the description box down below, so please make sure to check out that video. So why it is called as duplicate dominant gene interaction? So in the duplicate recessive gene interaction, I have explained if both the gene loci have homozygous recessive allele, then both of them produce identical phenotype. That's why it is called as duplicate recessive gene interaction. Here we are talking about the duplicate dominant gene interaction. That means what? That means if the dominant allele of both the gene loci produce the same phenotype, that is known as duplicate dominant gene interaction. Okay. If dominant allele, it may be present in homozygous condition or it may be in heterozygous condition, dominant allele of different of two gene loci, okay, if produce same phenotype, then this is known as duplicate dominant gene interaction. Okay, and this one is duplicate recessive. Okay, now we'll see why it is called as duplicate dominant epistasis. So when the dominant allele masks the expression of recessive alleles at two loci, that is called as duplicate dominant epistasis. So in dominant epistasis, what we have studied? Dominant epistasis, dominant form of epistatic gene is suppress or mask the expression of hypostatic gene. Duplicate dominant epistasis means the dominant allele of both the gene. Okay, the dominant allele of both the gene, it may be the capital A, small a, or it may be the capital B, small b. Okay, so these are the dominant allele of both the gene that produce the similar type of phenotype. That's why it is called as duplicate. So here the dominant allele of both the gene, they will mask or suppress the expression of recessive alleles at two loci. Recessive allele, it may be the small a or it may be the small b. This is called as duplicate dominant epistasis, and this one is dominant epistasis. So hope now you know what is the difference between dominant epistasis and duplicate dominant epistasis. Let's understand all this by an example. Let's say one precursor is converted into a product, and the similar product, it can be converted by enzyme U1 or by enzyme E2. Okay, both the enzyme U1 and E2, they will convert the precursor into similar type of product. Enzyme U1, let's say it is produced by the dominant form of gene AA or capital A, small a, and E2, it is produced by B in dominant form. So here the dominant allele of both the gene, they produce similar type of phenotype. That's why it is called as duplicate dominant gene interaction. Okay, that's why it is called as duplicate dominant gene interaction. Let's say if in this case dominant form of the gene is absent, okay, and the recessive form of gene is present. If the recessive form of the gene is present, then this recessive form of the gene, it cannot produce enzyme U1. Can it produce? No, it cannot produce the enzyme U1. But the dominant form of other gene is present and it can produce enzyme E2, and it will lead to the formation of product, right? So here the dominant form of the gene, it masks the expression of recessive, that's why it is called as duplicate dominant epistasis. Okay, so let's take an example. Capsula bursa. In Capsula bursa there are two type of seed shapes. One is triangular and other one is oval seed shape. Let's say in the triangular form it is dominant of over oval seed shape, and the dominant form it is produced by dominant allele of both the gene. So all these forms they will produce the triangular seed shape. So when the oval seed shape will produce, when all the alleles are in recessive form, then only the seed shape will be oval, right? So let's do the cross and find out the ratio. So first we will cross capital A, capital A, capital B, capital B with small a, small b. So here the dominant allele of both the genes are present, and the dominant allele of both the genes they produce the similar phenotype. So here the phenotype it is triangular seed shape, and here the recessive form of alleles are present. Okay, so all are recessive, there is no dominant form of allele of either of the genes, so it will result in oval seed shape. In F1 generation we will get capital A, capital B, small b. Here the dominant allele of both the genes are present, so this one it will produce triangular seed shape. This is in F1. So let's find out the ratio in F2 generation. So to find out we have to self cross, as it is the dihybrid cross, so it will result in 16 progeny, 4 gametes from each. So the gametes are capital A, capital B, capital A, small a, capital B, small a, small b. Similar case also over here. Let's do it in Punnett square. We know the dominant allele of both the genes, they produce similar type of phenotype. Okay, and what type of phenotype they will produce? They will produce the triangular seed shape. Okay, only the recessive form of both the alleles they will produce oval seed shape. So here in a dihybrid cross, the recessive alleles of both the genes are present only in one progeny, and the rest 15 progenies they have either the dominant alleles of both the genes, or they have dominant allele of one gene each. Dominant allele of both the gene they produce the similar phenotype, that is the triangular. So here how many triangular seed shape will be formed? That is 15. Only one oval seed shape. So from here we conclude that duplicate dominant gene interaction or duplicate dominant epistasis have phenotypic ratio, that is 15:1. So this is all about today's session. Hope this video will help you in understanding the duplicate dominant gene interaction or duplicate dominant epistasis. If you like this video, then please do share with your friends and please subscribe my channel. Bye bye. See you in my next video.